So why would you partner with LexLand Realty? We're going to go over how LexLand will exponentially grow your real estate business if you are absolutely serious about growing in this real estate market. Let's talk about the future of real estate. In order to get to discuss how we're going to grow, which will happen in the future, we have to talk about in general where our future is. At LexLand Realty, we provide you with original knowledge. This is directly from the owner, which is me, who is a 27-year-old law school student who bought a $200,000 home for $7,000 and then sold it within 30 days. This original knowledge is coming from someone who bought and sold over 30 vacant lots in their first year in real estate and established meaningful, repetitive relationships with investors to sell over $5 million in real estate all in the same year, in the first year. So when we discuss what the future looks like in general, it's important that we take into account that all of the knowledge that you're receiving and education you're receiving is from an industry expert. Additionally, we're going to look at how other brokerages, how they were operating before internet explosion, right? Today, we operate in a field where internet is the number one way that people are searching for homes, that people are advertising, and ultimately the way to get business. So we're going to discuss what that looks like with other brokerages versus LexLand Realty. And then also, we're going to discuss how mastering and learning how to invest in real estate is the ultimate job security in this current real estate market. And then lastly, we're going to talk about business automation and how LexLand Realty focuses on getting you to live your absolute dream life and not just work for others, and how you're going to make it automated without a lot of your time. So again, this is original training. This is live in-person training every month at our office. We have an in-person training. We do offer virtual training as well. There is a plenty of online material what you'll have access to after joining. And then there's 24/7 email and text support. So you'll be able to send an email or a text, and we'll be able to respond to you within 30 minutes on an answer. Let's say you're working a deal, you need some help. We are right there. And we talk about why the training is so important. Well, I want you guys to look at these pictures today on this slide. And I have a picture here of what a traditional average realtor looks like. And I put an X next to it because honestly, this traditional realtor is on the way out of business. And what I mean by that is back in the day, before the internet, a traditional realtor was called upon when someone wanted to buy a home. And they didn't know which properties were available on the market. So MLS was exclusive to realtors, and the realtor was able to then show them the available properties, and the realtor was then paid on by connecting the buyer with the available properties that was exclusive with MLS. So nowadays, when people want to see what properties are available, they could go on Zillow.com or Realtor.com, and they can find their own properties to see what's available. So today, now they're no longer calling realtors to see what's available. Buyers are now expecting realtors to be able to analyze the property, make sure there's not issues in the property, find the best financing terms. Those are some of the things that people are looking for when they're buying a home. They're not just looking to see what's available. And so that leads us to the next point on what a successful realtor is today. And at LexLand, you'll be taught how to analyze investment properties, how to find properties without using the MLS, because now people, honestly, the MLS isn't as locked as it used to be. And as much as we like to, pretend that the MLS is exclusive to us, as time goes on, Realtor and Zillow.com and websites like those are getting smarter and being able to make which properties are available in the MLS on active market. A LexLand realtor will know how to review and dispute appraisals. And that means when you're representing a seller and the property doesn't appraise at the proper value, our realtors are taught how to review that appraisal for errors and then are encouraged to dispute it to make sure that your seller is absolutely getting top dollar. Next, a LexLand realtor, which is a successful realtor today, will know how to analyze and refer inspection issues. So when you're representing a buyer or a seller and your home is getting inspected, you'll know how to analyze that report and you'll have people that you can refer to fix those issues. So you're not just referring an inspector, but you're referring a handyman or someone that can fix those issues. And lastly, our LexLand realtor or a successful realtor today is going to need to know how to creatively finance deals. That is the way that you're going to continue being able to operate as a realtor and representing other people. Now let's talk about other brokerages for a minute. The internet came about in around 2010. That's when it started gaining popularity. Our biggest brokerages today, such as eXp, Keller Williams, Century 21, they were all established in teaching realtors how to be successful before the internet. The most recent one, I believe, is eXp, which just opened in 2009. They still have not fully incorporated using completely automating with online systems in the MLS, learning ways to work with Realtor.com and Zillow.com instead of against it. And, it's just very important that LexLand is opened in a time where things are working right now for realtors, where we're no longer, pretending like we're finding the best home for our client. We have to understand that they also have access to the MLS, and so we work parallel with what they have access to, and we're working for homes together. Again, the realtor before the internet was just a completely different realtor after the internet, and there's just not enough material in those and a lot of other major brokerages that are disclosing the difference between pre-internet and post-internet realtor. So again, the world is different now, and as a result, we need night and day different brokerages. It's just not the same. And so our quality of education at LexLand is unique to be specifically targeting post-internet realtors and how they're going to make consistent money and close as many deals as possible and live their ultimate abundant life. Again, what's important with us is that we're learning strategies with LexLand on how to work with industry leaders and not against them. Okay, so we want to follow these trends of Zillow and Realtor.com and brainstorm other ways on how we can make money with them and not against them. Additionally, at LexLand Realtor, you're going to be provided with the skills to think like an investor. And what I mean by being an investor is going to provide job security. People have been investing since the 1800s, and people are going to continue investing. As long as you can buy something discounted and sell it for way more than what you buy it for, you're always going to be able to make money in real estate investing. So not only do you become eventually an investor yourselves, but then you're also guiding people on how and where to put their investments. And so as a result, even though the traditional realtor may not be the traditional realtor, within the next 10 years, being an investor specialized realtor is absolutely going to make sure that you are consistently closing deals and you're eating and you're making enough money without working for anyone else. Secondly, you're going to learn how to analyze flipping properties. A lot of people want to get started with flipping. Well, guess what? You're going to be a realtor that knows how to teach people how to flip houses and analyze deals. Thirdly, creative financing. We do offer here at LexLand a no money down guarantee strategy if you sign up with our growing realtor program. And what that means is if a person finds a property at 60% of the ARV, we are actually able to get the deal. We can use the equity from the deal to close out at closing. So they don't have to have much money. The hard part is finding the deal, which you guys will be provided with tools to find off-market properties and discounted properties. And fourth, you're going to be discovering off-market properties. learning ways outside of the MLS and not using the MLS just to sell properties. Very frequently, when I first started in real estate, I know a lot of people were like, I don't need a realtor. I can find my own property. It's online. I can run my own comps, things like that. Well, it's important that you have additional tools in your pocket so that you're not just using the MLS, because reality, they can look up to see what's on the MLS by going to Zillow.com and Realtor.com. And then something that we are implementing now is revenue sharing. This is absolutely amazing because we want to reward agents that are growing with the company and that are helping to grow the company. This model has been established by Keller Williams and EXP, and it is a proven model. And this is an excellent for leaders, and it has unlimited potential and just another way of income. So here is what the method looks like. Let's say you are an agent and you refer your friend, sees you posting on Facebook, and now they want to join your brokerage under your team. You're going to act as a sponsor or leader. And basically, once that person reaches their cap of $16,000 paid into the company, you will receive up to $2,800 annually per agent. And so that's explained the first tier. So once you have your agent come on board and then they close, they meet their cap, you're going to meet $2,800, so a year. So if you've got 5 agents that you've recruited and you're under tier 1, then you're going to be making 5 times $2,800 a year. And that, my friend, we'll calculate it real quick. 5 times 2,800, you'll be eligible to make $14,000 a year, and that's in passive income. You're not working. It's their deals. They're doing it. And so if you're making $14,000 a year and you divide that by 12, that's going to be $1,167 every single month just for recruiting 5 agents. And my friends, it's not that hard. Realtors are doing it. It can be done. I'm doing it. I've done it. It's not that hard. You just want to keep marketing and promoting, and you'll be provided with strategies on how to further your sponsored realtors as well. And again, we're going on to tier 2. Once you recruit those 4 agents or 5 agents, and every single one of them recruit another agent, let's say all 5 of your agents recruit 5 agents, then now you're eligible to receive up to $3,200 per agent. And so if you're 5, then recruit 5, you're now at $3,200 times 10, because you now have a total of 10. So if you're 5 agents, recruit 5 agents, then you are now at 10 times 3,200. You're now making $32,000 a year. That is almost that was my teacher salary when I was a teacher. And this is something that you've done just through your network, and this by having people join under you. And they're going to want to join under you because you're going to be able to teach them how to invest, how to make money for themselves, and how to live their free life and be automated. And this is another video explaining this a little bit more in detail if you didn't understand it, but this is our revenue sharing model. It is very similar to EXP, and another way for us to just offer everything else the other brokerages are offering, except absolute job security with learning how to invest and creatively finance deals. So that's what separates LexLand. This is, I got this actually from another real estate brokerage who was interviewing realtors. And so as you can see, the first step here is most agents stay in the seeker range, which means they really don't get to close more than 25 deals. But let's start from the beginning. So an agent who is closing anywhere from 0 to 14 transactions, they're typically working by themselves as a solo agent, and they feel lost. They're stressed, they're working by themselves, they're working for every penny, they can't take no break, can't take a vacation. And then they upgrade to the seeker. And the seeker now is operating 15 to 25 transactions in the same thing. It's quicksand. It's just very stressed, going lost. Then we go into solo agents plus an assistant. At this point, once you're doing 26, you are then probably have an assistant and it's a roller coaster. Now you've got to train someone how to be your assistant, how to hire an assistant, review resumes, and choose. And it's an absolute roller coaster for these people. Ultimately, our goal is to get above 400 transactions, which is in our freedom column here. And at that point, your team is 16 to 18 people on your team, and you are closing deals and you're free. Now, the flaw in this model by another brokerage is that they're saying that in order for you to be free, you've got to close over 300 deals. My friends, that's a lot of deals. 300 deals, and they're talking about per year. 300 deals is a lot of deals to close in a year. And so as a result, while, in order to get there and to grow through these numbers, we want to automate it, right? We want to perfect a system where you're closing, minimum deals and putting in minimal efforts, right? Then you do that system over and over and over again because you're not putting much minimal effort. And eventually you're going to be up to closing more than 400, 500, 600. It's an unlimited amount of transactions you're able to close because you're not the one working for it. You're putting systems in place so that other people are working for you and you're able to then unlock your full potential and dream life. Let's talk about freedom. We've discussed it a little bit with, being able to, close as many deals as possible, but also not, be able to exchange hard work and time. And so when we imagine our dream life, I think it's fair that, we see ourselves, basically everybody is going after freedom and being able to do what you want, whenever you want, and buy what you want, when you want. Ultimately, when you think big, you think free. And, we train for our realtors to not trade time for money. You want to eventually be able to operate where your money is working for you. And we offer that opportunity at LexLand with not only just investing in real estate, but our revenue sharing and other systems that we're going to go over in the next slide on putting things in place for your real estate business. And so, I really want you to imagine your dream life. And, at the end of the day, it is to be able to, do what you want to do. And that's what you're going to be able to accomplish here. We're not trying to work you like dogs for the rest of your life. Now, starting off, it is a lot of work. You will have to work hard to get there eventually, but don't think too big. I think that chart that other brokerage had was just way too not attainable. It is very obtainable. Once you close your first 4 deals, you want to start implementing procedures and policies in place to automate them. You want to, we're going to go about that in the next slide here. So here's our model with our automation plan. We encourage you to use transaction coordinators, okay? A transaction coordinator, once you're under contract, they basically handle everything in the transaction from beginning to close. The transaction coordinators that we refer only get paid at closing. So you're not paying any money up front. They only get paid when you get paid. And what they do is manage your entire deal so that you don't have the stress, and it puts things in procedures so that you can be on the beach having a pina colada and, going to the club every weekend or whatever it is you want to do, okay? Going to the beach, going on vacation, whatever. So we also give you the tools to hire virtual assistants, and these people are hired for pennies on the dollar. So you're not paying, premium, a full-time salary as if, you were. So these are some secret entrepreneur treats that you'll get. You'll utilize other agents to help grow your team. So when you come in, you're going to be helping someone else grow your team if you're a new agent. But then as you become a stronger agent, you'll be utilizing other agents to grow your team. And you're also going to automate your lead generation system. So not only are you getting free leads but then you're also going to automate that, how you're getting those leads and converting them. Here's some fees involved. It is $100 onboarding plus $75 a month. And you have a transaction fee of $250 at closing. And once you meet cap, the transaction fee is waived. And again, the cap is only $16,000, so you'll have to not spend too much. You don't have to close too much. It typically equals out to about 5 or 6 transactions a year. And like I said, you'll have the tools to get there because you're not an average realtor at LexLand. You automatically stand out by being associated with LexLand and having access to those online trainings and having access to your mentor so that you are able to successfully close deals. LexLand Realty offers 3 different plans for realtors. One is the Growing Realtor, and this is the mentorship program. You'll have your assigned mentor that tags team your first deals, and you'll also have the no money down guarantee services, the revenue sharing. All of these will get included, and the commission split is 90-10. I do have things to go in more detail with this slide, but that is what we have today. And if you're an investor realtor, which you do have to have at least owned 4 properties in the past, you'll be eligible for 100% commission with our company. And then this is like I said, it's perfect for new agents, experienced agents, and investor agents, meaning you own property, you buy it, so you're basically your own realtor, just need someone to hang the license. So we can make excuses why this won't work, why other brokerages are going to work. But at the end of the day, we are the future of real estate. We are the ones to be innovative and incorporate investing, creative financing, and other things that are going to make you successful in real estate. So I encourage you to take the time today, schedule a phone call, and let's take over Real Estate Future so that you can live your free, abundant life.